Hey guys, welcome back to Unknown. So, as I promised you, I will make a 2x2 rainbow twist video as a part 2. And as I have mentioned before, the rainbow twist is actually called the jellyfish. So, you can call it a 2x2 jellyfish, but I made the algorithm and basically the finger tricks too. So, the finger tricks may be a little difficult, more difficult than 3x3 because there's no center you're holding on to. It involves very weird. It's weird, but yes, you get the point. Should be able to do this pretty fast, but that's for another video. My PB is around, I think, 0.8 0.8.0.824, I think. Yes, so I'll show you the fast finger tricks right now. And actually there are two ways to do it. One is the fast one, which is this way, and one is the beginner one. But then it turns out that the beginner one is actually better than the fast one. So basically, you're learning the fast one, which will make you pretty fast. So let's just have an overview. The 3x3 rainbow twist looks like this. Yes, that's how it looks like. That's the 3x3 rainbow twist. This 3x3 rainbow twist is basically 24 moves. 2x2 rainbow twist is 6 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you know how juicy watermelons are done, it is 6 moves basically. It's done on only 3 in this. There's 2 ways to do it, and you don't do this where you keep switching your fingers, which I'll mention later. This is the actual thing how you do it. And there's also the speed algorithm. So people who use Ortega probably know R2, F2, R2. It's actually a juicy watermelon. So that's the speed algorithm. Now let's start the video. First of all, you need to know that yellow needs to be on top if you're learning it. So you need to hold, since you have a 2x2, this piece will be much larger than that of 3x3. So you can keep 2 fingers here. In rainbow twist, I haven't mentioned this, but I like to keep my finger on the back here to support. So like it just supports. It can be in some way my other finger supports. But over here, you can directly keep 2 fingers on the piece, and both these can still move. So you just want to keep those 2 fingers there, thumb on top, the right, and keep it like this. Then thumb over here, and you're only going to use your thumb and your middle finger. Now you are going to hold it like this. Don't hold it tight, or this is going to move. So just hold it like this. So you realize that if you hold it like this, you cannot move it this way, or else your fingers will slide. You can move it this way. You can hold it loosely, and you can see that you can do an R2 prime if you just take this and you move it. But don't hold it like this, don't hold it like this. You can pause the video if you want, like that, and then do this. Now it's you cannot actually do that. If you keep it like this, the opposite, you can do that. I think you get the point of this. So when you have it like this, you want to do this. Then you want to move your middle finger. As you're doing that, you see this piece. So let's just focus on this piece here and the yellow. The yellow piece of this yellow, red, green piece. So when you're moving them down, you want your middle finger to come onto that piece. Okay, that's it. Thumb in the same position. So basically, from here, you're just going to move to this piece. Then you want to do an F2. Do the same direction. It's going to work. Then you want to move your thumb, and as you're doing this, you want to focus on this. So always the piece diagonally. Then so my middle finger is under this. The diagonal one is this. So you move middle finger from the bottom to here. Then you do this F2. You move your thumb. Then you move your middle finger. Maybe a little difficult at start. This is the back view. Maybe start with the front view. You get the point here. So let me try to that. Then you move your middle finger here, thumb here, middle finger, thumb, middle finger. So do not try to do it while it's happening. That was just mentioned because that's for the advanced thing. First try doing this. So this is what you should basically be able to do. Hold like this. One, switch that. 2 switch, 3 switch, 4 switch, 5 switch, and 6 basically. And in the more advanced one, as you're doing this, you actually your middle finger gets a little curved. You want to flatten it and you want to keep it straight across these two pieces, and you move this, and you want to do the same for your thumb. But you don't want to keep it too flat, you just want to keep it flat. You want to move your thumb and middle pretty quickly. And you want to make sure you complete the R2s, because these 2x2 lockups can happen. And see, you can see that I'm still using 2 fingers. So you should be able to do this, practice this a few times. Then once this comes, you want to switch, because since there's no look ahead or you don't use C over this piece, you know your thumb is going to go in this exact square. You know which square it's going to go to, so you can just do it very quickly. And I suppose that shouldn't be too hard. Now if you find that very hard to do, you can maybe not do that, and you can try doing the juicy watermelon. So you keep your thumb and index like this, right, and you keep it like this. So thumb here and middle finger bottom. So you do 1, 2, and you do double flick. You can't reverse it, you can only do it once, like that. But it's not that speedy. It's just supposed to be in the same way as normal rainbow twists are done. So that is the rainbow twist duty watermelon. The speed algorithm, you just keep your twisting like this and do R to off. I have to do R, L, U2, L, R prime. I'm moving both hands, just like how we do for the rainbow. We have to move both our hands. As you can see, watch only my hands, don't watch the cube. You can see by both my hands, this hand moves down, up, down, up. My hands are actually moving like this, they're constantly moving. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, you see they're basically moving. They're moving up and down. And if this is happening, when you're doing the speed algorithm, your hands are also moving up and down. When you're doing this algorithm, your hands are still moving a little up and down. You see, you're doing this, so it goes like that. So if you really find doing this hard, this moving here, then you have to swap it from the bottom. Do not look at the bottom, just swap it, just move it here. Do this diagonal piece, the diagonal piece too, every time. You just need to do that like, wait, 1, 2, let me just count that, 1, 4, 5, 6. Hey, you just need to do it 6 times. 3 times with your thumb and 3 times with that. And maybe you get fast enough to do it in sub 1. I will make an advanced video, but first you have to learn using, if you do it like this. If you do that, if you're able to do that, you've gone, you're much better than most people who struggle doing this. So you have to wait till my next video, and that's it for today.